If you're short on time and you're looking for a quick core burn using a Pilates ring, or maybe even a ball or a block, or honestly a pillow, whatever you got, this is for you. Hey friend, my name is Danny. Welcome back to Wild Coast Pilates. We are on beautiful Quaggle First Nations territories today, and we're gonna do a quick core and inner thigh focused workout. So whenever you're ready, we're gonna get right to it. We're gonna have a lay on our mats. Feel free to throw on your favorite playlist, grab some water, of course. My videos don't have any music because I honestly hate the YouTube royalty-free music library. It is not my jam. And yeah, put on whatever you like. So in my laying position here, you're gonna notice I have a little gap between my low back and the floor. Can you take a moment, placing the heels of your hands on your two hip bones and your fingertips on the pubic bone, and making a little triangle. Now this triangle, we would like it to be parallel to the ground. Okay, sometimes we're kind of in this position where our low back is flat to the floor and our pubic bone is angled up, or you can be the opposite where you're really overextended in your low back and the pubic bone points down. So can you imagine you have a little tray on these 3 points of contact on your belly, and you want to have a glass of water or maybe some wine, whatever you like, nice and level. Now, my feet are going to be a little bit closer together than my knees are because my ring is spreading my knees apart. I want to make sure that my second toe, which is the guy that lives right next to your big toe, your heel, your knee, and your hip are in alignment with each other. So we are here. Beautiful. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale through the mouth. Just zoning into your body. Good. With every inhale, can you feel your rib cage expand down into the floor? And with every exhale, can you draw the belly button up to the back of the heart and think you want to bring your ribs down and together? Okay, so sometimes I like to place my hands on my rib cage, and I'll sit up for just a quick sec so you can see what I'm talking about, but you stay where you are. If I place the pads of my hands on the base of my rib cage, when I inhale, do you see how my fingers get pulled away? And when I exhale, it's like you want to bring your fingers down and together like a little puzzle piece. So that puzzling of the fingers in together is the idea we're going to go for every time that we are exhaling and lifting or exerting effort. Beautiful. So let's just do one more deep inhale here, spreading the fingers apart. Feel your rib cage expand down into the floor, and on your next exhale, try to bring your fingers together and pull that belly button up to the back of the heart space as if you're drawing your belly away from your pants. From here, we're going to take our hands interlace at the base of our skull. I'll just move my mic here because it's going to be rubbing up against my chin. Beautiful. My elbows are just out at 45 degrees, so they're still visible in my corner of my field of vision. And as I exhale, I'm going to lift the chest up. Inhale, bring it down. Beautiful. Exhale, I lift my chest. Inhale, I bring it down. So I'm keeping my head heavy in my hands. My neck is relaxed. It's super soft. What I'm not doing is pulling my head up. I'm trying to lift from the side of the ribs here. So I'm lifting from here, not from here. Beautiful work. I'll actually just move my mic here because I know that it's going to get in the way, and all you're going to hear is it scrunching up against my clothes. Not cute. Beautiful. Now we're going to start to add a layer. Every time I lift the chest, can I squeeze into the ring? Inhale, lower the head, relax on the ring. Exhale, lift the chest up, squeeze the ring. Inhale, bring it down, relax the legs. Now, every time you're lifting, can you avoid pressing your low back into the floor? That's not what we're trying to do. Imagine you have a small stack of paper or maybe a little nest of robin's eggs under your low back, and you don't want to crush it. Beautiful work. Sometimes in class, I crack jokes about, having like a fragile male ego or something. And everyone's like, we stomp on it. Okay, maybe we won't go that way. Let's not choose violence today, guys. Let's not choose violence. Beautiful. When we're ready, we're going to add 2 pulses of the chest, 2 pulses of the legs. Beautiful work. Now, of course, everything I say is in good spirits with good intention. I'm just trying to make you guys laugh. I'm just trying to distract you from the growing sensation of spice that is building in your body. It's never my intention to offend anybody or alienate anyone or make you feel threatened. Everyone is welcome here, man, woman, everything in between and everything beyond. You are all welcome. This is movement for everybody, for every age, for every fitness level. I also absolutely despise the idea that social media is putting out there about Pilates princesses and having that influence your body, and that's why we do it, to chase the perfect physique. F that. That is some BS from an industry that is making money off of making us insecure. You are beautiful, you are strong, and you are perfect exactly as you are. And I sincerely hope that in our time working out together, you do it for longevity. You do it to be strong, to be able to play with your kids, to pick up groceries. Maybe you're a dog parent like me, to pick up your very fat Frenchie, whatever it is. But do it for you to feel good in your body, to feel strong, to feel proud. And I really hope that you start to move away from chasing a certain look, because honestly, that was my entire, I don't know, like 20 to early 30s, and it was miserable. So I sincerely hope that you can find some enjoyment in our workouts together, because I'm just trying to distract you here. I know you're like, Danny, my abs. I know you got this. You can do it. Beautiful. On this next one, we're going to lift and hold it at the top. We're going to squeeze that ring. We're going to pulse the chest, pulse the chest, pulse the chest. So can you think you're sliding your ribs down towards the pelvis? You're scooping that belly button up to the back of the heart. We're not pressing our low back to the floor here. We're keeping just a little bit of space between the low back and the ground. Beautiful work. Head is heavy in the hands. Neck is relaxed. I know, I know, I know. Can you give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Come on down. Take a second. Take a breath. You are doing so beautiful. So I know that probably got the fire going, but I'm so sorry, you guys. We're not done. Classic Danny fashion. I'm going to be real cute and sweet about it, but we're going to keep going. Interlacing the fingers back at the base of the skull. We are now going to, you can either keep your feet on the floor, or maybe you want to make it a bit more fun, lift your legs to tabletop. We're going to squeeze that ring, and we're just going to hold our legs hip width apart as if you want to make the number 11. Right hand cups the base of the skull. My left arm is long. I'm going to start to twist across my body. So my pelvis is anchored to the floor. I'm not moving my hips. Okay, my hips are level. You can imagine you have a cup on each knee. We're not spilling water any direction. It's from the belly button up that I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to start to pulse it out. Pulse it out. As if I want to tap my left fingertips to the outside of my right foot. Now with this right shoulder, can you try to lift it off the ground ever so slightly? We're squeezing that ring, and you might feel that ring wobbling around a little. That's okay. Embrace the wobbles. Maybe you're shaking like a little earthquake like me. That's okay too. I promise, I'm tired. I'm human. I'm feeling it. But we have got this. We are in it together. We're here for a great time, not a long time. Digging deep, giving it everything we've got, squeezing that ring, and maybe just looking with curiosity at what's happening with your legs, what's happening with that ring. As the ring wobbles around, that gives you a little bit of feedback of what you're doing with your lower body, okay? Can we try to hold that ring steady? We're just feeling this right oblique. I know you're probably like, trust me, I feel it. Good job. Can you give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Come down for a quick breather if you need to. When you're ready, lift back up to tabletop, squeeze that ring, reach the right arm long. We start to pulse it out. Pulse it out. So every time I pulse, I'm feeling my ribs connect together and slide down to the pelvis. It's just from the belly button up that I am twisting. I'm trying to not press my low back into the floor. I'm keeping a tiny, tiny space between the low back and the ground. And I'm also trying to gently lift that left or bottom shoulder off the ground every time I lift, which I know is actually a lot harder than it looks, right? It's always a struggle for me. No matter how many of these I do, I always feel like that bottom shoulder wants to dig into the floor. So can we try to create that beautiful rotation as if you want to bring your right chest up to the left knee? Beautiful work. Looking so good. Can you give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beauty. Take a second, drop your knees side to side, releasing through the hips a little. We're gonna finish off with our crazy driver. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna be quick, but oh my goodness, it's gonna be spicy. At least I'm being honest, right? Place that ring in between your ankles. So, variation for you to make this a bit easier. Hands rest on the floor, head rests on the floor. Can you press your shoulders into the ground as if you're pinning a $100 bill under both of them, okay? We're gonna gently engage through the inner thighs to try to compress the ring ever so slightly. And we're just gonna start twisting from the pelvis as if you're turning a steering wheel, okay? So it's not so much that my legs are crisscrossing on top of each other. It's actually the physical hip that's hiking up and down, up and down. Yes, beautiful. Starting to feel those obliques activate. It's such an effective exercise. I find that no matter how many of these I do, I always feel them. Good work. We're drawing that belly button up to the back of the heart. My ribs are coming down and together. Now, if you want to start to make this a little bit more fun, you can interlace your fingers at the base of the skull, just as before. We lift the upper back off the ground as if you wanted to take your t-shirt off. And we're going to start to rotate from the hips. Rotate from the hips. I don't know about you guys, but I'm already shaking like crazy. Good work. Now, maybe you want to make it even more interesting, and maybe you want to start to drop your legs a little bit lower. Woo! Feeling that beautiful fire start to build, bringing it back up. Good, bringing it back down. And remember, if at any point in time having your head lifted off the mat feels like it's too much, just rest your head on the floor. It's all good. Okay. Good. Coming down. And up. And down. Beautiful. And up. Can you give me 2 more rounds of this? We are almost there. I know, I'm feeling it too. Last round. Make this one count. Squeeze that ring. It's the hips that are moving. We're engaging from those obliques. Coming back up. Good. Bonus hold. Surprise. We're going to be here. We're going to reach our fingers towards our toes. As we squeeze the ring, we pulse it up. Pulse it up. Pulse it up. Pulse it up. Beautiful work. Now, can you try to keep a little bit of engagement through the glutes? I know that sounds a bit counterintuitive because we're doing core work. But imagine you've got a credit card between your cute little booty cheeks and you're trying to squeeze it in there. Activating the glutes can help to counterbalance how much we're putting in our hip flexors. Although I know in this exercise specifically, we're definitely feeling it good. Squeeze that ring, hold it here, reach it up, pulse the chest only, pulse the chest only. This is it. Can you give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo! Holy freaking schmoly. I don't know about you guys, but that was, beautiful. Let's drop our knees side to side, just releasing our hips a little. Maybe you want to reach your legs long, reach your arms overhead. Take a deep, beautiful inhale, puff the belly to the sky to get a beautiful stretch. And exhale slowly. Gorgeous. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful work. Oh, woo, ow. Good stuff. Let's really quickly just stretch out our lower belly and our side body. So let's step our left foot forward. My right leg is behind. I'm going to draw this left hip or this back hip towards the front. So both my hips are square with the wall in front. My front knee is stacked over my ankle. From here, I'm going to reach my right hand up and then do a gentle side bend over to the left. So this is where if you have a pillow or a block or something for this hand, it can be really nice. I really love this stretch because it gets into that back hip flexor. And I also find it just helps to stretch out all those muscles that we were just working. Beautiful. Other side. And of course, I'm always trying to keep our videos a little bit more efficient, a little bit more timely. But if you ever feel as though you want to spend a bit more time in your stretches, always feel free to pause your video. There's never anything wrong with that. Beautiful. Taking a beautiful side bend over to the right. And I really like to use my breath here to get a deeper stretch. So I try to really breathe into the rib cage and the side that I'm stretching. Gorgeous. And release. Right on, friend. Thank you so much for joining. I really hope that you enjoyed today. I look forward to seeing you soon. Have the best day and take care.